Alicante, town by town. Petrer. History and modernity. Petrer is proud of its ancient past, of its old and rich legacy. In la calle de la Fuente, the remains of Villa Petraria were found. A Roman villa from the 3rd century, which housed 3 ceramic ovens dedicated to the manufacture of tiles and bricks. Even then, Petrer combined industry with agriculture. Today, we can admire in Los Jardines Juan Carlos I the industries inherited from that Roman era. Tall chimneys of pottery ovens dominate the park. Now in disuse, they house cultural centers such as the Forn Cultural and El Centro de las Cerámicas. Petrer looks to the future with an industry based on the leather goods and footwear. This economic engine does not conflict with its rich and extensive heritage. Perched high above, the castle dominates the town. Of Muslim origin, it is made up of 2 spaces. On the one hand is La Esplanada. Closed by a stretch of wall, it used to house medieval homes. In its center, higher up, is La Alcazaba. Fortified ashlars make up the 8-sided walls of this fortress, which originates from the 12th century. At the foot of the castle of the ancient Muslim Petrer, the township grew. El Arco del Castillo dates back to the 15th century and was the old access gate to the city. But Petrer did not stop, and it was expanding. It grew so much that it was necessary to build new housing. To this end, the church gave land on which cave houses were built. Today, 3 of these troglodyte dwellings have been refurbished and serve to augment the heritage of El Museo Damaso Navarro. In one, the interior of a typical house is shown. And in another, a varied repertoire of implements and tools of traditional crafts of the town are exhibited. El Museo Damaso Navarro is located in a mansion, originally intended as a dispensary and as housing for teachers. In 1964, it became the municipal library and is currently the Museum of Archaeology and Ethnology. Today, the library is housed in La Casa de Cultura. This is close to the neighboring Teatro Cervantes, creating what is called the cultural apple. Walking through Petrer, 11 tiles decorated with the Sierra indicate that we are on the route of El Camino de Santiago de Levante. The main church of the town, with its twin bell towers, dominates the square where it stands. It is the robust and sturdy church of San Bartolomé Apostol. However, a pair of hermitages and of great devotion crown the town on El Monte Calvario. Formerly outside the walls and now integrated into the urban area, the hermitage of San Bonifacio, and a little further up, the hermitage of Cristo del Calvario, can count on popular devotion. To the side, a viewing point that Castelar called the Mirador de España offers a magnificent panoramic view of the area. Crowning this area is La Sierra del Fib. It has a curious shape because at its top there is a plateau with two peaks at the ends, which is why it is also known as La Silla del Caballo, due to its resemblance to horse riding saddles. And the environment of Petrer is rich in landscapes and hills. In addition, we can also find vestiges of a hydraulic infrastructure. Thus, we find on the outskirts of the town the Aqueduct of San Rafael. 3 arches, haughty despite the passing of time, stand on a ravine. To reach the end of the road, in the area of El Choret de Cati, is an experience for the senses. A small spring, El Choret, flows between Genista, Salvia, Esplego, and Thyme, giving the passerby aromas of the mountain, sheltered by pines and holm oaks. A thousand fragments, 1,000 images that make walking in Petrer, urban or mountain, a unique experience.